Hey Internet! Today we are going to talk about finding miniatures to use for role-playing games from places you might not expect. Alright, so this is a topic that's pretty close to my heart because I have been making things into miniatures that didn't start as miniatures since forever. I've been collecting and gathering little bits of plastic, and no reason that you can't have miniatures for your role-playing game, even if you are having a $0 budget or or anything like that. So we're going to just go through some places where you can find little miniatures or toys or even just markers or things that you can make the miniatures out of. So let's take a look here. So this is actually one of the time-sensitive things that you can do, which is show up at your craft stores, at your any store that has a day after is 90% off holiday thing. So this is actually carolers and a nativity scene that each cost me, I'm sure, under $1 after it was 90% off on the December 26th or 7th. So if you're not in a hurry and don't need your miniatures today, set your alarms for going shopping right after the holiday. Any given holiday will have little things around. So alright, now this is actually just a toy that had been following along different moves and things since my childhood. And this is actually an action figure that came with a Ninja Turtle 25 something years ago. And this is another one from craft stores or toy stores. They have these bags of animals. Hobby Lobby has one that's just dragons, and for $2 or $3 you get a whole slew of miniatures you can use. You can use most of them as is right out of the little baggie, but I like to also then you can put bases on them if that's something that you like to do. This was actually just a plain green plastic board game piece that I painted up, turned into a pretty cool little plant. But even if you're borrowing from board games, you can make them work for you, even if they're doing a double service there. So from left to right, we have the guy with the little mask. There came from a Kinder Eier. So they're little chocolate eggs you can buy at the grocery stores and at the retail places. Then the second guy, the little ninja, came out of a gumball machine style thing. And then the last two here were ones that I actually got big packages of these kind of silicone rubber, stretchy, goopy miniatures from a closing toy store that was closing. So watch for those kinds of events around you as well. This is another little toy that I painted that was just a little thing that could have come out of a Happy Meal. And these are actually metallic miniatures from various dollar stores. I think the Dollar Store, Dollar Tree, Dollar General, in their toy sections. Check out those because if you've got $1 to spend, then it's a high quality metal miniature there for you. Some favorite characters, as you can see. These guys came out of another little gumball machine. Now this is these are HeroClix and Mage Knight, and a lot of these you can watch for on eBay. You can buy them in lots. Your local gaming store might have just like loose grab bag style bins of these, which is how I got the ones you see on the screen here. Is I just grabbed a handful of them by the pound or whatever and picked up some favorites. You've got blind bags for kids at like your drugstores and things. That'll have these, like the Trolls miniatures and the pirate on the right. And then even things like, one of my favorite things to do is to go to the art store and go to the clearance section and just look for things that could be miniatures. And so beads and pins and parts of craft things are all can be really cheap if they're in that clearance section. So that was the little bear token there in the middle. So as you can see, there is lots of different places that you can look for miniatures. You don't have to spend a lot of money. You can use these for your games. And there's a lot of options that you can build or paint for the same. Those will be for future videos. But hopefully you enjoyed our little tour of the options that you have for some new ideas to go find miniatures. So if you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Thanks, Internet.